Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a talking video. So I'm just going to be talking you through some makeup products. And this was actually a suggestion of my boyfriend. He said, you should do a top 5. Everyone loves watching top 5 things. So I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, what could I do a top 5 of that would be like authentic and not just shamelessly making a top 5 video for views, which this kind of is, but what do I actually have things to say about? And I was looking around and I was looking at my makeup collection and I thought Too Faced eyeshadow palettes, to be specific. So I'm going to be taking you through my top 5 eyeshadow palettes, which are all from Too Faced, and I'm lucky because I own exactly 5 Too Faced eyeshadow palettes in general, but I have swatched up so many others and these really are my favourites. So I'm really excited to take you through them and I hope that you like them. Maybe get some ideas on what you could spend your Christmas money on if you got any, or save up for to like treat yourself or a friend or anything like that. And yeah, let's just get started with the first palette. Okay, so this is actually the first eyeshadow palette which I ever got from Too Faced, and I saw it in a load of Jackie Wise makeup tutorials. She's an amazing Canadian beauty blogger, you should definitely check her out. But I saw this in some load of her tutorials and I just fell in love and I was like, I really would love to have that palette. So I looked online and I was like, oh, it's kind of expensive, I wonder if I can get it on eBay or Amazon or anything like that for cheaper. And I did, and I got it, and I didn't realise for a few weeks, but I did receive a fake eyeshadow palette. It wasn't a proper, genuine Too Faced product, it was a fake. So the first few tutorials that I did with that palette, I was using a fake palette. I didn't realise, I'm sorry. But then I went to university and I swatched it, and I was like, this doesn't seem right. So I saved up a bunch of my money and I got the proper version, and it is the Chocolate Bonbons palette. This is the, oh, so pretty. Such a girly palette, and I keep the boxes for all of these because they're just so pretty. So let's open up the box. And something I love about Too Faced eyeshadow palettes is they always include what they call their glamour guide. So you can see that. Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons Glamour Guide. And what these are 3 eyeshadow looks and then instructions on how to do them. So if you're a beginner to eyeshadow, if you're maybe a bit confused about what to do with the shades in the palette, they tell you, which I think is really amazing. So this is what the palette looks like. It's so pretty. Baby pink, girly, beautiful. Really pretty, and this was the second chocolate palette to ever come out, and oh my god, it really does smell like chocolate. It really does smell amazing. And this is what it looks like. Oh, I was just obsessed with the little heart-shaped eyeshadow pans. These are the colours. I've used it in so many of my tutorials, and these are such beautiful girly, they're more cool toned colours. So if that's what you like, then you'll probably like this palette. Lots of pinks and goldens and bronzes, one really fun purple, a teal. They're just gorgeous and they're so smooth and easy to blend together. They all work. It's a really cohesive palette. All of Too Faced palettes are very cohesive. So all of the shades work in this palette. There's not like a shade that you're like, oh, yeah, I'm probably not going to use that. Like, they all work really well. So I love this palette, and it was my first ever eyeshadow palette that I ever got from Too Faced, so it's a very special place in my heart, this one. I would definitely recommend this if you're looking for a very girly palette that still has quite a few deep shades that you can smoke out. I would give this palette a go. These are in no particular order, by the way. So the next eyeshadow palette I have to show you is a really fun one, and it's something I got for my 20th birthday, and it is the Glitter Bomb palette. this is so much fun. Oh my goodness. This is the Too Faced first glitter eyeshadow palette, and see, even this comes with a glamour guide. The glitter bomb. And it comes with a brightening base and an intensifying base, and the idea is that you put these under the eyeshadows to give them a pop and to make them like pop out more, and you can use these, pardon me, you can use these wet or dry for different levels of pigmentation. I have the shade Fairy Dust, which is really pretty on the inner corner of my eyes. I don't know if it'll pick up because of the sun, but I do, and it's really gorgeous. And I love using these like just to add a bit of a pop to a special occasion look, especially. And these are so gorgeous. So like, this is kind of like a mermaid-like palette. Look at all these beautiful colours. And Too Faced actually had the first glitter eyeshadow. I know a load of people got really upset when the owner said that they basically created the first glitter eyeshadow, but they actually did. So I don't know why you all got upset, because people have done their research and it's actually true. So here you go, glitter bomb. And this is so pretty and really fun if you're someone who goes to a lot of concerts and likes to do like bold glitter eyeshadow looks and likes to wear really bold, like zany looks every day. This is a great palette for you. Or if you go to a lot of parties, if you just love glitter, then you will want yourself the glitter bomb palette. So that is that. The next palette is something that like fills my heart with a lot of joy, and I've used this palette in so many tutorials and I'm obsessed with it, and it's so beautiful, and it reminds me of summer forever because my mum bought it for me in the summer, which was so sweet of her. I can't get over it. And it is the prettiest packaging, the Too Faced Natural Love Palette. Now I have a whole blog post on this, so I feel like I don't want to repeat myself too much, but they really stepped it up with the glamour guide for this one, can I say. Like, look at this. On the back it just has eyeshadow like tips in general, and it has like the history of Too Faced natural palettes, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 looks instead of 3, because this has a lot more eyeshadows. 30 eyeshadows in one palette, and they are amazing. And by the way, this mirror, this mirror is incredible. I take this palette with me for traveling because then I don't have to take a mirror. I can just use the mirror for this palette to do my entire makeup. And these are the shades. Oh, you will have seen it in tutorials if you're following me already. This is so gorgeous. All of the eyeshadows are like incredibly high pigmentation, like just this rich, smooth, gorgeous colour. The shimmers are very shimmery, they don't have a lot of fallout, like they don't actually have any fallout at all, which is really impressive. Like there's not a single shade in this palette that I look at and I think, oh, like I wouldn't really use that. Like they all work so beautifully together, and you literally have endless eyeshadow combinations with this palette. Okay, like you could do a very natural matte look, you could do a all shimmery look, you could do a really girly look, really neutral, trendy, very dark, deep, smouldering, smoky, 20s, 50s. I don't care, you can do everything. I'm getting so excited about this, but it really is true. You could do anything with this palette. It is incredible. And the mirror, I cannot get over this mirror. Like, HD quality mirror right here. Palettes who do not put proper mirrors in are just cop-outs because there's no excuse anymore. But this is so, and look how romantic the top is. This is fuzzy and it has a little bunny on it, and it's beautiful. And did I mention that Too Faced is cruelty-free and vegan? So the bunnies on the front of this were not harmed in the making of this palette or any of their makeup products, which I really love. So it's beautiful and ethical. I love this palette. This is, bold claim coming up. This is possibly my favourite eyeshadow palette that I own. I think I might be able to say that. It's definitely top 3. I'm pretty sure, it said it was limited edition for the summer, but I'm pretty sure you can still get it. I'm going to do a quick internet search. Yes, you can still get this. You can still get the Natural Love eyeshadow collection, so go forth and spend your money on an expensive eyeshadow palette. So, the last 2 eyeshadow palettes that I have to show you are ones that I got for Christmas. I'm so lucky. And the first one is another chocolate bar palette, and this is, look at this packaging. Look at this. It's the white chocolate bar, and I saw this on Instagram when they were launching and I was like, I need it. It was just a very like gasp moment. And again, you have their glamour guide, and look, this is like pink candy stripe, like candy cane stripe. I'm obsessed with it. And this smells even better than the chocolate palette does, because it has that extra sugary like white chocolate pop to it. And these are all very gorgeous like pastel-y shades. There's only a couple, like a few darker shades in here. It's all very light, gorgeous, girly. If you're someone who likes a very light, kind of ethereal, sugary, like girly, everyday look, this will be the perfect palette for you. And again, there's not a single eyeshadow in this that I think I wouldn't use. Initially I looked at this mint, this like green shade, and I was like, like I wonder, am I going to be able to use that? And then you guys have seen, if you saw my Snow White video, my like vintage Snow White get ready with me whatever video, I have this green dress and I wore it on New Year's, and I posted a picture on Instagram which seemed to go down really well, and I wore it on my lower lash line and it looked so good. So all of the shades in this palette are gorgeous, and again, such high pigmentation and no fallout that I have experienced yet. I haven't used the black shade, and usually if there's going to be fallout, it's going to be on the black shade, so I will use it and get back to you on that. But I think if you're even more of a girly gal, like, you have the chocolate palette, the chocolate bonbons palette, which is very, very girly, but it has a lot darker shades. So if you look at the chocolate palette and you're like, I really love the girliness, but I don't use that many dark shades, this would be perfect for you, because it doesn't really have the dark, deep, like, smokiness to it. This is a very light, feminine, girly palette. So I love this, and I've been using it like crazy. And my final palette is the most fun eyeshadow palette I think Too Faced have ever come out with. It's a bit quirky, it's kooky, it's cute. It's ever so cute, and I was desperate to get this because of the message behind it, which was that Too Faced was going to be donating, I think it was $250,000 to animal charities with the sale of this palette. And that just, I really love that. So I really, really desperately wanted it, and I got it for Christmas. I'm so happy, I'm so grateful. And it is the Clover palette. Okay, is this not the cutest packaging of an eyeshadow palette you have ever seen in your life? Look at this, it's so pretty. And again, Glamour Guide, which is really good because there is a really bold shade in here that I would not know how to use otherwise. And it is, you will see the shade. You will see the shade when I open the palette. There's a very bold shade in here, and this is really bright, fun colours. Bam! And ta-da! Look how pretty these colours are, and they are all so gorgeously pigmented, so pretty. This shade in particular is really cool. I've actually filmed a tutorial which features the white chocolate and primarily this palette, so you can check that out in the description. I will link it. But it's just so gorgeous. It has a really, really nice mix of matte and shimmer eyeshadows. And this, you might have noticed this bright bright mustard colour, and you might think how to use, but that's why the Glamour Guide exists, because there you go, how to use mustard and still look nice. But even if you wanted, you could like use the mustard and put a gold over it. Like, all of these are really beautiful, bold colours, but they all, again, work really well together, surprisingly. This is a very cohesive palette. I could take just this palette away on a trip and not feel like, oh god, like I'm gonna be a clown every day, like I'm gonna have to wear really bright eyeshadows, because you can pair these in a way that looks very natural and pretty. Like, this is just such a unique palette. I've never seen a palette with these sorts of colours in it before, and I just realised I still had that like plasticky thing on the mirror, so I took it off. All the mirrors of Too Faced palettes are gorgeous. Hello. And so pretty, so I love this. And all of these palettes, like the white chocolate, chocolate bonbon and clover, are kind of tin palettes, like the outside is tin, and then the glitter bomb and natural love are kind of like cardboard, but really reinforced cardboard. Like, I take them on holiday and I'm never afraid about they're gonna get squashed or anything like that. So those are my top 5 favourite eyeshadow palettes of life in general, but especially favourite eyeshadow palettes of Too Faced. Let me know what your favourite Too Faced palettes are in the comment section, and let me know if you liked this video, because it was basically just me raving over eyeshadow for about 16 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.